More news for the sugar sector, and also an important month where all these updates have been coming in, because the sugar season is about to start from October 1st, and the latest we are picking up is a high level meeting chaired by the PMO, Prime Minister's Office, on Monday on discussion of production of ethanol and sugar exports. In fact, what we are picking up from sources is that the PMO chaired a meeting where even Food Secretary, Bank Secretary and Petroleum Secretary were part of the meeting, and the government is now planning to set restrictions on exports of sugar. They are doing this because of the sugar surplus in the country. In fact, they're looking at a reduction of 20% exports year-on-year basis, and by the end of 2024 they're looking at negligible sugar imports. In our country we produce about 30 million tons of sugar, in which the domestic capacity takes up about 20 million, and 6 million of it is around exported. We still are left with a lot of surplus. The country is always having a lot of whole stock that is left, and again there have been ways that have been taken up to solve that, but government is looking at a way in order to, of course, involve its conservation and biofuels, ethanol production. Blending of ethanol into petrol through sugar has been the key topic that government has been working around, and now we have learned that PMO has accepted and finalized the tripartite agreement between banks, oil marketing companies and sugar industries, where a certain escrow account, a financial escrow account, will be set up where the money will be given through the sub-intervention interest scheme, and loan from banks will be extended to the sugar mills that have a poorer balance or a weaker balance sheet, which will also work on increasing ethanol capacities, that is instilling ethanol distilleries in order to produce ethanol. Government is looking at achieving a 10% ethanol blending target by 2022 and 20% ethanol blending target by 2024. Currently India, with the sugar mills that we have, we are about to push about 5% blending targets in the country, but definitely it's something that the government can aim at a larger picture. They are unable to do so because of not many projects in hand, but government has sanctioned about 362 projects, on which 68 have been received their sanctions from banks. About rupees 3,500 crore have been may get disbursed by the PSU banks in coming few days for these projects to start off. Sources hint us that an announcement on this will be very expected in few days, but the government is very keen on cutting down exports and to use this surplus sugar in ethanol blending. They're also inspired by the Brazilian model of ethanol production, where the Brazilian government uses their sugar surplus to convert to ethanol, which also has been a key tool and element to push off their electric vehicle policy and a cleaner and a greener environment that this part of Central America lives in. Hence, India is also focusing on this, and before October 1st, there will be an announcement likely. The industry is also looking at the sugar package and the increase in MSP from 31 to 33 that has been on cards for a few months. It's entered in the eyes of cabinet, but an approval is also expected anytime soon.